When you see everything, you see them on a more frequent basis. And you recognize that some of these things are actually abuses. And when you talk to people about them, in a place like this where this is the normal state of business, people tend not to take them very seriously and move on from them. But over time, that awareness of wrongdoing sort of builds up, and you feel compelled to talk about it. And the more you talk about it, the more you're ignored, the more you're told it's not a problem, until eventually you realize that these things need to be determined by the public, not by somebody who is simply hired by the government.
Just about that.
It's such a widespread, I mean, that's the whole problem that he found with the program, was that it did massive, sweeping, dragnet domestic surveillance on people who were under no suspicion whatsoever. Normally, you would go to court and get a probable cause warrant because you think a foreign terrorist may be doing something illegal. And to turn these laws and completely put them on American people, aim them, use them against Americans who have done nothing and are under, they're not under even any kind of suspicion for anything. I think a lot of people feel violated by that, and they should.
I think people are expecting that. I mean, find out, educate yourself.
It concerns me that the government, instead of investigating why this agency has been violating the Constitution, the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act, Section 215 of the Patriot Act, and all these laws, suddenly, the first issue is let's find out who the whistleblower is, and we're going to open a criminal investigation into him or her. I definitely think people do think a lot about whether they're going to blow the whistle and how to do it. I don't think it's knee-jerk, but I think most whistleblowers don't anticipate the fusillade of retaliation that is going to come their way. They usually underestimate the government's anger and how far it will use the power of the executive branch to unleash on you. That's what people underestimate when they're thinking about the consequences. I think most people know that they're likely to get fired, they're likely to have their security clearance pulled, to get fired, or to be ostracized from their industry. I think most whistleblowers are pretty aware of those kinds of consequences, but I don't think any of them are thinking, this could send me to jail for the rest of my life. And I mean, that's a whole nother level.